And I wanted to talk about when I say that people who do this are idiots, they're morons, they're not really smart, they're not intelligent at all. People will say, well, you're just trying to insult someone. No, that isn't what I'm doing. What I'm doing is stating the fact of the matter. Someone who falls for this and even does it, if we want to even talk about it, it's all of them. It's not even just the people who fall for them. It's the people who are doing this to these people, who are taking them into this scam, this scheme to control their mind. None of them are intelligent because they're all ultimately either left-brained imbalanced or right-brained imbalanced. See, a right-brained imbalanced person is a person who doesn't really care about themselves, who allows someone else to dominate and control them. And in that state, they could be molded into an even, into a left-brain individual or further into the right brain as a victim identifier. Once you're in the state of being controlled, you can be controlled, and the output will be determined by the person controlling you. Once somebody takes control over that which is being input into someone's mind, they have control over what the outcome is going to be. They have control over what that person is going to be like when they output them from that program. Okay? This is literally like a computer program. Garbage goes in, garbage goes out. Bad input leads to bad output. It's that simple. It really is that simple of an equation. So when I say that these people are stupid, that they're not intelligent, I mean it. Literally. They are not intelligent people. And this leads to the question, what is true intelligence? See, when we use the word intelligence in the modern world, it's often a complete misnomer, and we do not really understand what this word means. We think intelligence in the modern world is equated with intellect, with left-brained only intellect, not intelligence, okay? Intellect is not intelligence. Intellect is a component of intelligence. This is what needs to be understood. So when people say, oh, you say that soldiers are dumb or cops are dumb, that they're not intelligent, okay? I know a lot of intelligent police. I know a lot of intelligent military personnel. No, you don't. You may know police or military that are intellectual, that have developed some capacity of intellect, but they're not intelligent. These are not the same and cannot be equated. Intellect is only one component of intelligence, okay? And it's the left brain half. It's the masculine component, the part that is analytical, logical, precise, repetitive, and organized. But it has absolutely nothing to do with true intelligence. I shouldn't say it has nothing to do. It is a part of that, but it is not the totality of true intelligence. True intelligence is the intellect combined with the right-brained aspects of the individual, which is intuition, the feminine component of intelligence, which governs our creative self, our creative aspects, the imagination, looking at things in general terms, holistic terms, intuitive capacities, conceptual thinking, seeing the big picture, which most certainly people in that left brain mindset run through the ringer of military and police training, which is what you do to an animal, train them through repetition. They don't have true intelligence. They don't have all of these creative capacities and big picture thinking, high level conceptual thinking. Because largely that's made possible by a connection to the right brain, which they have abandoned. So they're not really truly intelligent. They may have intellect, but that doesn't equate with true intelligence. True intelligence is when you combine the masculine and feminine components, or the left and right brain, and the third eye is opened, depicted by this symbol, the blazing star. Not the Star of David of Israel, but the blazing star of awakened intelligence, the truly awakened higher self. This used to be called the Seal of Solomon, but an even older name for it is simply the blazing star, because it is the combination of the male blade which represents the intellect, and the feminine chalice, which represents the intuitive capacities and creative capacities and nurturing capacities. Both of them need to be combined, and we shouldn't be imbalanced toward one side or the other. And both of these need to be united ultimately with care. Care is the real third principle. The heart has to come into play to develop true intelligence. That happens when the left and right brain are operating in balance, in true balance, with true intelligence. And look at the word intelle, the first part of intelligence. Intellect, intellect. It's the left part of the brain, and it's the left-hand side of the word when you read it in English. The right side is gens. Gen comes from genere in Latin, meaning to create. So intellect plus creativity is intelligence. It's right in the word, ladies and gentlemen, right in the word, and hardly anyone ever sees it. So we need to stop associating and identifying just intellect, which is just left brain modality, with true intelligence, because the two are not the same. And the real solutions to all of this is personal responsibility and self-respect. We cannot give away personal responsibility. In slide number 14, I'm showing you where the entire human species, the whole human race is going. Not some of us, all of us, because we're all tied together. We're all in the same situation together, whether we like it or not. And if we do not stop trying to give away, quote unquote, give away, because it can't really be done, our personal responsibility, this is what we're doing. We are lemmings walking over a cliff to our doom. That's simply the case. Personal responsibility is yours whether you like it or not. It's an inherent, immutable law of nature. By the fact that you are in the cosmos, you are responsible for your actions. By the fact that you are in the cosmos in the form that you are currently in a human form, means, by definition, that you are responsible for your actions. And you cannot give that responsibility to another. Slide number 15, saying no is the solution. And this is an image of a single individual refusing to give the Nazi salute as Adolf Hitler is passing during the Third Reich in Germany. A single individual standing out amongst the crowd who are all going along, who says, no, I won't be part of that. I know that is not the right way. And therefore, he stands out as a unique individual who has reclaimed the part of his personal responsibility. In that moment, at least. That doesn't always follow that will be that way for the rest of the being's life. But the whole point is, it's the beginning of making a decision that has to be reaffirmed to keep that responsibility and not try to give it away. That can only be done through self-respect, as I said last week, which comes from the Latin re meaning again and spectare meaning to look at. We need to take another look at ourselves if we're going to create any real change outside of ourselves. Look in the mirror, because that's where the answer lies. I closed last week with the quote from Vernon Howard, and I'll do it again this week. The philosopher Vernon Howard said that human sickness is so severe that few can bear to look at it, but those who do will become well. This is all about the willingness to take a look at ourselves, which is the development of true respect for ourselves, which we cannot give to anyone else until we have it first for ourselves. Respect and responsibility is the answer.